Happy Friday Eve, family. How are you? RT Mob, where you at? I'm a little late. I'm not going to keep you guys long. Let me know where you're at. Chime in. Let me know you're in the room. This is Real Talk, and I am Demi Hendrix. Today, we have a great show on, and we are going to be talking to international content promoter, Miss Antonia McNeil. You see her over there to my right? Is it to my right? To my right. Come on in. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to say, hey, how you doing? We're here. Don't forget
Hey,
to
how you
like and
doing? We're
share.
here. There we go.
Let me change my privacy.
Can't make it work.
Here
Oh,
we go. Here we go. Where are we at? There we are. Let me change my privacy settings. And we are going to get started. We're going to talk to Miss Antonia today. Miss Antonia, how you doing today?
I am great. Very, very busy. It's been a very tiring month of entertainment and activities, and basically, it's a non-stop situation.
I
Been
bet. I
playing
bet.
back-to-back concerts, and you know, my whole thing is to bring the best entertainment to Las Vegas that I can. So I find myself involved in a lot of different executive producers, other promoters from all
Yeah.
over the US, most of which do not originate from here.
Wow.
Yeah, they
So
live in other states.
you have a lot going on. So what I want to do is just kind of go back a little bit, just rewind back and talk about how did you become an international, super international concert promoter? How did that happen?
It started here in Vegas, actually. Um, but even before Vegas, maybe when I was in Los Angeles, there was some friends of mine who were a female group who initially went over to Japan for 3 months. I was in my early 20s and I found that extremely fascinating, considering that I had never gone anywhere outside of Inglewood, where I was living at the time. And basically, I saw that being me. I could actually not only send someone, but I could actually go myself.
Wow.
And that's where it started. That's where the idea came, watching them, get prepared, get their passports, get their clothes ready, and then go and actually spend, 90 days. They came back saying things like, this is the best trip ever. I made so much money while I was there, and I can't wait to go back. So that
Wow.
had to be me. The next time I would hear that statement, it had to be me. So it was.
Wow. So you're making people's dreams come true on top of that. On top of
Right,
that. So
right.
that's
And
how
it
it
takes a
started.
lot to get them first chosen, because the person that lives in Japan or China or wherever, Dubai, wherever that person lives, um, has to invite you. So you have
Okay.
to put together some options for him or her to invite to their country. Usually, the expenses are all expense paid trips, round
Okay.
trip, including hotel and food. So you don't really come out of your pocket. Mainly, what we would like for you to do is to get ready to go in the most professional manner. If you don't own beautiful gowns and jewelry, and your hair has to be so if you're not ready, we ask you to get ready. There's all kind of beautiful dewberries. I mean, you can go to dewberries and
Yes.
buy some of their costume jewelry, and you just come out looking like a queen. So dewberries
Absolutely.
have been one of my number one sources of clothing and jewelry for many, many years.
Yes. Yes, it's for the entertainers. I go in there a lot, and I always get, where are you singing? What are you doing this
Yeah,
week? Oh,
yeah,
I'm not doing that. I'm just coming to buy something. Love dewberries. So
right.
you have auditions. You have open
Right.
auditions for
Yeah,
this, and this is all prior to pandemic. So the
yeah.
pandemic hit. What happened?
Then all hell broke loose. It pretty much shut down the world. I had been, guesting overseas for 14 years, and I work for the same person, by the way. It's not
Okay.
a variety of different people. Yeah, I work for the same man. His name is Mr. Ueda, very
Yes.
nice Japanese man who has a club like called Select Repo. And Select
Okay.
Repo is actually in the music district in Japan, a historic music district in Japan. And this is where
Wow.
you'll see the geishas, and they have cherry blossom trees blooming all the time. It's a very, very ancient place, very, very unique. You'll never see anything like it, and chances of you working in this type of environment again is probably near to none. But
Right.
you get a chance to go and spend 6 weeks. During the time you're there, you're paid um, transportation round trip. We send your tickets to you round trip from wherever you live in the United States. Now, you may have traveled to Las Vegas for the audition, but just say you lived in New York. We will make arrangements for you to leave New York and travel over to Japan.
Oh,
Once you
wow.
get there, we literally give you cash so that you can have American money to spend, and we'll give you some Japanese yen so you'll start learning their money. You're in
Oh,
their
wow.
country, you need to be learning their money if you didn't do so before you got ready to go. But we give you a little cash, and that's part of your stipend agreement. We give you a little cash, and you can start spending out of it immediately. This place is,
Wow.
we have condos for you over there that we own, so you'll stay
Okay.
in one of the condos. They're small but clean and neat, and just enough room for you to have your nice clothes and everything. You even have a small kitchen so you can prepare some American dishes for yourself.
Very cool. So when they get there, it's pretty much a process. They get there, they have to rehearse. They're on a tight schedule,
Oh,
right?
right, on tight schedule. Not a lot of times you might be asked to rehearse immediately. So we try to send over the more experienced um, performer, people who have already been over or used to traveling. But I have a really good heart, and part of my charm, if you want to say, was to send people who've never gone and given them the opportunity to go to another country and be somebody else for just a short time.
Yeah.
You can go over there and really, it'll change your life by the way you feel, the way you're
Right.
treated. They don't see color, so there's no such thing as racism. They don't see
Right.
color. No. Now you go over there with an American attitude that you don't want to do much, and maybe you don't want to do this, and maybe you want to do that. You might have some problems
Yeah.
because he wants you to be open minded about the experience. It's a
That's
very
awesome.
positive experience.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So are you going to be sending anyone back to Japan in 2022? How does that
I
look?
am. I'm
Good.
hoping that we can get someone out by the end of the year. We do have coronavirus hit Japan, just it was a delayed reaction with them because in the beginning, when it hit us really bad, it hadn't hit them. They were still
Oh,
letting people into their country.
okay. Okay.
They
So,
even did the Olympics
oh yes, that's
over
right.
there.
Yes.
They did the Olympics, and that brought in more coronavirus into their country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you still now? What do you have to do to get that going? I mean, being that we are still in the middle of a pandemic, are you going to have to
Well,
go through some type of uh, health?
right away, the borders should be starting to open. They have not
Okay.
opened yet, but we are expecting that the international borders will start to open. Hundreds, if not thousands, of Americans have been vaccinated.
Okay.
If you have not been vaccinated, you probably will not be one of the ones that could travel into their country.
Okay. Right. Right.
Um, you're probably going to be isolated for maybe 10 days
Ooh.
from the United States over into Japan.
Okay.
Might
So,
have some sort of isolation quarter
right.
that you'll stay until you're proven negative for a period of time.
Okay. So your auditions for that show in Japan, because you send not one person, you send multitude. You kind of straggle them in, right?
Right.
You straggle you, so you stagger like five people, 3 to 5
No,
people.
they go one at a time. We choose five at a time, but their
Okay.
date will vary. So they'll go over one at a time for 6 to 8 weeks each person. A
Oh,
less
okay.
experienced person will go for 6 weeks. A more experienced performer will go for 8 weeks.
Okay.
And they're over there by themselves for this time. They have
Right.
a nanny or a person that watches over them, could ask
A
any
chaperone.
questions. We have American musicians. Some of the musicians stay in the condos as well, like Rory. He's the MD and he's also a drummer and he's a very good one, I might add. He's a
Yes,
wonderful
yes.
person. So he'll help facilitate the professional singer that's over there, um, waiting to figure out if she's gonna go, come, how long is it gonna take her to get out of quarantine once we do decide. We're gonna work on the last group that we chose just before the coronavirus hit, and I think you were
Nice.
there. We're gonna just stick with those five women that were chosen. It's one from Vegas, two from back south, one from Los Angeles, and I think one from like Atlanta. So we won't
Okay.
be having any
Very
other.
cool.
Yeah, we'll just
So
pick
they
them.
so they didn't get lost in like the confusion. They just kind of stuck with
No,
you
no,
and
I have everything as if in a folder. I wish I knew exactly where the folder was, but I keep a folder for each time I ever have an audition. So by this audition, it was a wonderful audition. We were able to choose 6 people. Only one
awesome.
person was from Las Vegas, and they're all willing to go to Japan. They've just been waiting for the coronavirus to go away, and they're ready to go. They're
I
ready to
get
go.
it. That's going to be awesome. So excited
Yeah,
for them.
right.
So you go from that to promoting and putting together these fabulous concerts, and you've worked with a streamline of people who like are iconic artists.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
It's not easy. I was just saying that, I really think it's time for me to take a break. Um, Sometimes you just, because of the coronavirus, what I think was everybody was so anxious to get out get out, hear some live music, see something that we normally do before coronavirus, which we all frequent live music venues. And
Yes.
once that coronavirus ended, they just started popping up the need for live music everywhere. And
Right.
basically, I've been running a live music venue, WSO. It was brand new, but the purpose was to have a venue for people to come and perform and sing, just to show their talents. You
Yes.
have to have a room for those things to happen, and that happened.
Yes.
So we met Gregory Ballard, which is one of the best. Honey, his wife. We
Oh,
met
okay.
Millard. We met Millard, the pianist. He was there on
Okay.
Sunday. So we had a nice little group for about 6 months. Big Tony, steppers, had a little bit of everything. So we
Tony
worked that
Ernst.
venue. Yeah, we worked it for about 6 months. And now pretty much everybody's ready for the big concerts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out of there.
So what you got coming up? You got something coming up this weekend.
I do, and something I'm so proud of. I don't know if you could see. Yeah, this is the
Yes.
flyer.
The lineup is amazing.
Amazing. It's called Music for the Soul. I'm going to get it where I'm right in the camera. There it is.
There you
It's
go.
called Music for the Soul, and it features some of the best in groups or old time groups. We have the Dramatics featuring
Wow.
L.J. Reynolds, and you know
Yes.
he's done so many hits. He has hundreds of hit records.
Yes, he
What you
does.
see is what you get. He has so many stepping events,
Yes.
and we're looking forward to him being here and doing a little bit of all of them. We have the new stylistics featuring Russell Tompkins, and
Okay.
we have the Delphonics. That's going to be good. They're going to be singing all of their original hit records. We have Dennis Edwards' Temptation Review. A lot of
Wow.
you might not remember, but Dennis Edwards passed away.
Yes.
And his group, the Temptations, because they were Dennis Edwards Temptations, was allowed to keep their name. They were always Dennis Edwards Temptations. So
Okay.
now they're Dennis Edwards Temptation Review. Just as good as they were when Dennis was with them, and you're going to enjoy them so much. We
Yes.
also have the enchantment. Now, the
Yes.
enchantment is still the original enchantment.
Really?
LJ is one of the
Mm.
original dramatics. So you're going to get all the original songs in the
Oh,
original
yeah.
if you remember them.
So where is that going to be and what day?
Okay.
Let everybody know where that is.
That's going to be at Thomas and Mack, 4505 South Maryland Parkway in Las Vegas, Saturday, October 30th. Doors open at 7 and the show start at 8.
Okay. And tickets are still available through Thomas
Tickets
and
are
Mack.
most definitely still available, and they range from $69 to $169. We have
Okay.
plenty seats available. We do not have any more front row seats. Everybody seems to want those front row, but those went first.
I get it.
Yeah, those went first, and we don't have any more front row seats. Well, other than that, we
Okay.
got plenty of seats to sell. And you can pick them up at Sight and Sound and Candy. She's
Okay.
open tomorrow and Saturday. You can also pick them up at unlvticket.com. We have a phone number that you can call 702-739 fans, and you can pick them up from there. And you can also go to our website, musicforthesoul.org.
Musicforthesoul.org.
Uh-huh. And you can
Okay.
pick up the tickets, any of those. ways.
Okay. Okay. I
The
look forward
show
to
is
it.
going.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
I
get out
gotta
there
tell
sometime.
you, Greg Ballard is going to open up the show. Now, Gregory Ballard originally is from Oakland, California,
Yes.
and one of the best singers to have come and grace the stage in Las Vegas in a long time. Extremely
Yeah.
professional, great singer. But what happened was um, Peaches and Herb got sick, and
Okay.
so for enough to replace him as an opening act. So he got the
Okay.
job. Yeah, he's the opening act.
Okay. Well, definitely prayers out to both of them. I
Yeah,
know
that's
that's
right.
hopefully it's nothing serious and we can get him back on stage somewhere. I haven't
Right.
seen
Well,
him since I
a
was a
lot of these
girl,
groups,
little
the
girl.
original groups are late 60, early 70.
Yeah.
But they're
Yeah.
singing like birds. They sound exactly the way they did even then, and doing a good
Amazing.
job. They're ready to do a good job for everybody on Saturday.
I can imagine it's gonna be a dope concert. The Enchantment is
Right,
one of my favorites, so
right.
I
Enchantment seems
look,
to be everybody's favorite. So you guys got to
yeah.
come out, get those tickets. You can buy them all the way up until the last moment. We will
Okay.
have tickets on sale at Thomas and Mack's box office leading up until and even during the show. I mean, the
Okay.
show's going to get off to us. We're going to have Gregory Ballard start first. The doors open at 7 and the show starts at 8. We start right at 8 and the doors will be open right at 7.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Saturday, October
Right.
30th, 7 o'clock.
Right.
Thomas and Mack.
Yes.
Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8.
Right.
Got to get there, definitely.
Right.
Antonia, do you think you'll be doing anything in the near future?
Well, I just got through doing the Cool Jazz Smooth Soul Festival, which was just a week
A
ago,
success.
and I
Yes.
really haven't had a lot of time to catch my breath. And prior to that, I did another concert. So my thing is, I appreciate the work. I appreciate the trust that these executive promoters put in me. But I just think I need a break. I
I
need
get
about a
it.
4 week sit down, and but we do have things in the works, and they're just that they're in that infant stage. I
Yeah.
can tell you some of the names would be Frankie Beverly, John
Ooh.
B. We have thought about bringing in. Oh God, it just slipped my mind. We have thought
We
about
just have
bringing
some
in.
good concerts coming up.
We're thinking about bringing Norman Brown back.
Okay.
Okay, and these concerts might go all the way into next year. We're in
Okay.
no rush. This is not getting ready to happen in the next 30 days or so.
Right. Because it takes more than that to get them
It can
prepared.
take up to 6 months to put one of these concerts together.
Wow. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of
A lot of
work.
work, but it's good when you see people dancing and people having fun and their hands are going and their head
Yes.
going and they're singing all the words to every song. I mean,
Yes.
that's when you know you did your job, right?
Absolutely. It's rewarding. It's
It's
got to be
very
rewarding.
rewarding. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. Well, we
Yes,
look
it
forward to more from you, Antonia. We could use it here in Vegas. With the concerts that we've just had over the last week, it's like, wow, we're really open. We can really go back to having and hearing live
is.
music. That was the
Right.
biggest thing for me because that was pretty much all I do. I go and I do live music. So I'm thankful for you. And we did have Chuck Dennis scheduled to be on with us.
I was looking
We're gonna
forward to
try and get
that.
him back. But I'm so glad that you were able to come on. Excuse me. I'm so glad that you were able to come on. And again, Music for the Soul is Saturday, October 30th at the
Right.
Thomas and Mack. doors open at 7 and show starts at 8, correct?
That's correct.
Right on.
We're
We got
gonna have
Enchantment. We have the Delphonics,
Temptation,
Temptations, Dennis Epworth's Temptations.
right? And the
Awesome. That's
Dramatics with L.J. Reynolds. Don't forget him.
oh, that's gonna be
'Cause
nice.
he's coming to really show out. We're going to let him have a wonderful time. We are putting together a really good crowd of people for him. And it looks like ticket sales are moving. Of course, we want them to move even more. So we are
Yeah.
asking anyone that has not picked up their tickets, do not hesitate. You have all day tomorrow to pick them up from Sight and Sound. And you
Okay.
can also pick them up directly from the Thomas and Mack box office, as
Okay.
well as by phone.
Right on.
Okay, so we have a lot of ways for you to get your tickets for the for the concert, and I guarantee you, it's going to be one of the best concerts you've seen in a long time.
Awesome. Thank you, Antonia. Thank you for
You're
being
welcome.
that person to keep entertainment going and coming and going and coming and going and coming. Thank you for being one of the leaders who we actually look up to be like, hey, what's
Thank you
coming
for
next?
having me. I'm glad you put on this podcast. I was so proud of you when I
Thank
first
you.
saw that you were going to do it. I'm still proud of you because you actually
Thank you.
enjoyed it. And you got me on here. So you're doing good,
Right.
girl. Keep it up.
We got work to do, Antonia. You can't give up on me yet, okay?
Okay, well, I'm going to help you. It looks
All
good. I
right.
love the whole concept of it all. And we need to do it again. I'm gonna be doing more concerts, and I got my Japan. Here's one of the artists that I'm working with over
Yes,
in
Toku.
Japan. Let's see, what is it?
Yes.
I gotta go this way. Okay, there you go. I don't know where to go up and down. There it is. So his name is Atuku, and he is a jazz musician.
Oh, wow.
He plays one of the best I've seen in the world. Um, His CD is, I got it in the car right now and I can't take it out. It's an
Oh, wow.
American jazz type. See, over there, jazz is their first music. They
Right.
love jazz. Jazz
Right.
is their number one music. So
Yes.
they look at us, of course, and they model behind the Americans. And then you get someone like Tuku, who's traveling all around the Japan. He goes to Tokyo, and he's one of the best-selling jazz artists of all times
Wow.
in Kyoto and Tokyo. So he's someone
Awesome.
that I would love to see come to
Yes.
Las Vegas and perform for
Yes.
us one day. That's something that I'm really interested in making happen.
That would be dope.
Yeah, I wish I can make this happen soon. But I don't know. I just think it's gonna happen eventually.
I think so too. You
Yeah,
have the skills. You got what it
yeah.
takes.
One day. First let me get my little rest. I gotta figure out which way did I bring it.
Get him
Yeah.
here.
It's weird how you bring it this way to show
I
it,
know.
right? Makes you feel weird.
Mr.
But
Toku.
yeah, that's him. And he's so cool, you
Nice.
wouldn't believe it. He a little French horn, and he plays that horn like any American in the United States. And he sings. So it's not
Oh,
only
wow.
the playing, it's the music. He's written it all, and I'm looking forward to doing more jazz in the park. We don't have enough of that.
No, we don't.
That's
We
our
don't.
culture. Our culture. We need jazz in the park. And
So we
so we're
got
going
work
to
to
do
do.
that.
Got work to
Yeah,
do.
got work to do. And so
All
we'll do
right,
a couple more of
Antonia.
those.
Let everybody know where they can find you on social media,
Oh,
Antonia.
yeah.
So just in case
You can
anyone has a
find me on
question.
Facebook and Instagram, just like you see my name, and Fauna McNeil. And my groups are the alist.biz. Now, in that group, you have to be musically inclined or your talent is something of the art to belong to the group. The group has really, really grown in
Yes, it
the
has.
past years. And mainly it's about music, it's about art, dancing, art, painting. What's your
Yes.
art? Long as it's art, it's welcome in ALS.biz. We don't sell no cars, so don't put no car selling. We're not selling any vitamins. We don't want to hear about vitamins. We only want to hear about music and art,
Right.
dancing, things such like that. Then I have the Cool Jazz Smooth Soul group, and that's strictly
Okay.
jazz. So that's a form for jazz artists to, show their talent and for us to learn about new and upcoming jazz artists.
Yes.
Try that one, yeah.
Right on. Right
Okay.
on. Thank you so much, Antonia. We're gonna talk soon. I'm gonna come through. We're gonna spend some time together. I'm gonna come
Boy,
sit and
I'm
chit chat
looking
with you in the
forward to it.
backyard.
You're doing a great job. Yeah, we definitely got to get in the backyard. Front yard or backyard. But you're doing such a great job. Let's give it for Demi. She's doing it. Doing
Thank
big.
you. Thank you.
Congratulations for your podcast.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Antonia. Give mom
Bring
my
it
love.
and
I
it
miss
will
her.
happen. Huh?
Give mom my love. I miss her.
Well, you have to come to the concert Saturday now.
I'm got some stuff with the kids. As soon as I can get done, I'll be over there.
All right. Well, I'm appreciate seeing you. All
All
right.
right.
Don't forget Saturday. Doors open at 7. We start that show at 8 o'clock. We got Temptations, the Dramatics, Russell Thompson's Stylistics, Enchantment, and Delphonics. You guys are gonna know every song, so come on,
Mm-hmm.
let's sing and dance.
Yes, God. It's
All
gonna be a
right.
time.
Yes,
All
it
right,
is. And I
Antonia, I'm
want to
gonna let
thank
you.
Miss Donna Jones. She's our executive producer that put this whole show on. And I just want
Okay.
to always thank her for doing a really good job.
All right. Thank you, Donna
She does a
Jones.
really good job, just everything she does. Yeah.
Okay.
All
Great
right.
job. All
Yeah.
right, Antonia, we'll talk to you over the weekend.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Love you.
Love you. God bless. See you next
God
time.
bless.
Bye bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. That's it. This is Real Talk. I am Demi Hendrix, and we are out. Smooches.